Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we are going to basically be reviewing the current event that is going on, which is paging Dr. Stevens. Now, in the past when an event has started and I thought it was pretty bad, I have given it pretty bad reviews. I've done videos saying that this needs to improve. We had that with the Whisperer event. I thought that event was pretty bad and I did call out Scopely on that by making a video and just saying this sort of stuff needs to improve. So it's only fair that I kind of do the same thing if I think there's an event that is actually good. We have had events in recent times which I kind of thought were average. Hell Hath No Fury, for instance, it wasn't great, but then they did up the drop rate within War on the Hell runes, so it kind of just made it average. Obviously the gate happened, which, I mean, some people like that, some people don't, whatever, but yeah, it's just kind of average event. This event, however, I think all round has been pretty good so far. You can see, quite easily via milestones and stuff what you're working for. There has been some issues, for instance, within the event mission here. People got this as a faction with one war because it was just 32 attacks rather than, I think it was meant to be 32 wars maybe. Not really entirely sure what this was meant to be. Maybe it was meant to be 320 attacks. Maybe this was meant to be non-faction. It was meant to be solo, but I like this idea. I think I have talked about this in the past in terms of I think there should be these sort of things when war goes on to just promote war more as an individual or as a faction, so you are working towards rewards that are actually achievable for you as a low faction. As a high faction, these will just be bonuses, and it was quite a reasonable amount of these trauma kits. That's well over 1,000. But what made this event good as well is the fact that we have login rewards attached to it as well. If we go to the shop and we go to offers, daily, you can see there's this login reward on the left hand side which is free, and you get 100 collection items every day. Well, the trauma kits every day. That's 2,800 throughout the entire event, and I think that was enough. I think that was enough to get 1,250 of Dr. Stevens cards. So you only had to get enough to get, I think, only about another 1,200 or 1,500 trauma kits to get a 5-star Dr. Stevens. So for someone who's new or free to play, that's quite achievable. Then they increased the value of Survivors Club, and this is why I have picked up Survivors Club this month, because I am all about guarantees on Survivors Club, and it has very low guarantees. This is a guarantee. Every day you log in, you get one of these, and that was 4,900 trauma kits, and that adds to the other one. So already you're at 7,500, over 7,500 I think, trauma kits, and that's half of what you need to get Dr. Stevens. On this region already, I've got 11 out of the 40 I need to actually get him. It's a 4-week event. I've only done one level up, one war, and got some daily login. I haven't bought anything else. It's just the Survivors Club that I've got the bonuses from. On my other region, I did buy the offer. I don't actually think you can see it right now, so I'll try and overlay it. This isn't the offer I'm talking about. It was the starter offer. It was a pretty good value offer. I got it on Amazon for quite a bit cheaper as well. I think I got it for about, I don't know, another 20% off of what you see on your screen. And that's obviously because Amazon is a bit cheaper. And I think doing these sort of well worth offers is great, And if the event's good, it seems achievable. And so far, I mean, it's the only downside you can really say about this event in total is that there's nothing really new that you have to do to achieve what you're doing. It's the same old. They haven't introduced something new and exciting around, I mean, I guess you could say the black market, but the black market is basically just an extended, museum collections, and that's fine. It's just limited time museum collections, but they haven't introduced anything new, so it's nothing exciting game-wise. I think the way they could probably improve this is in future making it so that every single raid you do gives you 100% chance of getting something. They could have another collection here that gets you trauma kits if you get 10 bandages or something, right? And then when you raid, you get between 1 and 10 bandages every single time. So that's a bit of RNG, but it's more exciting side of the RNG, where it's just getting extra stuff. I think the way that went wrong with Hell runes is they made it so it was you could get one, or you most likely are not going to get one, and that was bad. They should have just had it so you get one every single time, but sometimes you could get 10, and that's the excitement, right? That's the excitement, and they're just missing it a little bit in this event. But otherwise, I think it's, in terms of achieving your goals, they're giving you the tools to do that. They're giving you the daily login. They are giving you good avenues to spend your money on, which, I think spending money in games is great if you think you're enjoying the game, if the game's worthwhile. I haven't spent money on the game properly for a very long time because I stopped enjoying the game like to spend enough on it. It was very like pay to win, and while a lot of people do think it is right now, I see this game as more of a single player game because it's about my own experience, and if I can enhance my own experience and have fun, and I think Survivors Club is a good way to do that. You can still pick up Survivors Club right now and get like 4,000. I think you can still get like 4,300 or 4,400 of the trauma kits from the dailies and that, so that could be worthwhile. You will also get this Ready Go collection, and again, this is just something, just going back to Survivors Club, you get chance to get 2 of these. It costs 50 comics. This is a guaranteed choice box. You get to choose up to 2,000 collection items. 50 comics is hard to come by. You might be able to get 50 in a month, but it's basically if you've got stock. I've already managed to claim 1, and I'm going to claim another hopefully if I get the other 19 comics. So guarantees on this crate, you know, guarantees on Survivors Club is always a good thing. And then when it comes to the roadmap, this is the sort of like RNG fun side of things. You're guaranteed to get stuff in here, and it's just, you know, between 10 and 100. It does seem actually pretty balanced odds as well. I've opened a few of these. I've got a few hundreds. I've got probably the same amount of hundreds as 10. So we're going to just play through this stage. It hasn't been too hard. Watch me actually get destroyed right now. I've generally actually just kind of autoed it. It's not too bad, and it's because there's only one S-class character, so I think it's a bit more accessible than it was previously, and that's good. That's good. So we should be able to get through it as rampages start going off. There we go. So I think for newer people this will be a bit harder, but like I said in previous videos, Wang Fa, guys, Wang Fa. Wang Fa Princess takes time, but you guaranteed wins pretty much. We'll go to my crates here because I actually have the entire like roadmaps crates. This is the second time it comes up, so we've got that 12 more times. I think I'm going to get quite a few pulls on the stash as well, which is going to be nice. Here's the S-class crate that I was talking about. So we get this crate, and we get to choose whatever we want in here. I'm not going to do that just yet. Probably going to take Frost in this region though. We'll open a couple of these bronze bags just to get them out of the way. Sentence minerals is always good. Okay, where's these bags? Okay, so these can be between 10 and 100, and I've got 10s, but a lot of the time I've got like more than 10, you know, the majority of the time I get more than 10, and the numbers are pretty good. I think you guys know, you're probably doing it yourself. We just got 340s. Interesting. 70, 80, triple 40, 50. So it's looking good. I did the calculations on my stream when it first came out, and it was guaranteed to give 110 every 2 days. And obviously that's what 14 times 110 is 1,540, and that's again just extras. So you're getting the 2,800 from the dailies, the 1,540 from the roadmap, and then if you've got Survivors Club, 4,900 on top of that. So you're getting tons. And what I'm trying to do on one of my regions is I'm going to try and race Dr. Stevens to be an S-class character. If you're on the fence about him, I'm going to race him to be an S-class character, and I'm going to show you some gameplay of him. So this will be that region. As you can see from the collections, I've claimed 2 of him already, and I've got 500 cards. I am steaming along. If we go to the actual collection in the black market, I think I'm up to nearly halfway. So I've done 18 of the collections that I have to do, and we've got 22 more to go, and then I've got him as an S-class character. I'm leveling him up already, and I'll get him to tier 2 level 1, just as I always get my S-class characters to on the initial testing. I'll put in, you know, I'll upgrade him as I think he needs to be upgraded. I'm pretty sure we'll probably just upgrade his rush to start with. Let me just see. I mean, his active's okay, but it's hard to know whether that will be a problem on a defense team. So I might just leave the active for the time being and just rely on the heavy damage. But yeah, I'm gonna get some tests out for Dr. Stevens, and like I said, I like to give Scopely crap when events are bad, and if an event is good, at least when I say good, it's just like being achievable, being worthwhile to actually spend money on, you know. I think it's good to say that as well. I think we do need something that's kind of a new avenue, or bringing back something that we've had that people liked and it got removed. Walker-hordes. But seriously, I think there just needs to be maybe some sort of avenue of how these events work. When it comes to maybe spending your energy, roadmaps are very much like samey every time. I don't know how it could be done. I like how some other games do it, where they have like mini bosses that you have to take out, Maybe like a solo faction assault that's only up every now and again for events or something. I don't know. But otherwise, like I said, I think this event is pretty good. It's quite achievable. I'm progressing. I'm gonna get Dr. Stevens, you know, first, and then I'm gonna see how many of these I can get. If I can get like the stash, I haven't actually looked at the stash too much. The stash is okay. I looked at it a bit on my stream, and it said there's basically no real downside on any of the pulls. You're gonna get trainers, which you kind of need right now. You're gonna get you know, legendary trainers that you kind of need right now as well, and then you've got your gear, which you kind of need right now, and then you've got some decent characters in here for the S-class collectibles. Raditza definitely the pick of the bunch. Like Davy's okay. I think most people would see Minerva as like the worst of the three, but I think she's still got some usage in certain teams. But like I said, I think this event is okay. Is definitely doing okay in terms of how it's presenting stuff to us, but the fact that it's so achievable and, like I said, worthwhile to spend, gotta give it a big thumbs up from me. It's not stressing me out. I'm working hard. I hit 3 million in the last level up. You know, I'm enjoying it. That's the key part, right? I'm enjoying this event so far. But that is the end of my video, guys. Do tell me what you think about the Paging Dr. Stevens event. What are your plans for your trauma kits? Are you going to be saving, holding on to them to wait and see? Did you decide near the end if you are doing that? Like I said, there will be a Dr. Stevens video coming out as soon as possible. Or are you going to be going all in on Dr. Stevens? Are you going to go all in on the stash? What's your plans? Do tell me in the comments. That is the end of my video. Thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.